A big exciting thing to talk about here in South Louisiana. Our first real cold front moving in on Wednesday, which happens to be the first day of fall. Humid though today and tomorrow and Tuesday, so a couple more days to get through with this summery kind of feel. Our first front moves in on Wednesday, and it will be so pleasant at the end of the week, as long as you like fall weather. And then we have two new tropical storms, but no threats here. So we'll cover all this going forward in the next couple of minutes. We have really pretty skies right now. Look how nice our camera is looking with those pretty cumulus clouds off in the background behind New Orleans. 82 degrees right now at Kenner. Our high today was 87. You can see most of us in the 80s. So at least we're not seeing those 90s. That's one of the good things when you have rain around, and we did have rain earlier today. Notice now everything is calmed down for the most part. Still tracking a little rain around Morgan City, tiny bit not far from Amite, some off of the coast, but really our flare up of showers and storms came earlier in the afternoon. And looking at our high resolution model, looks pretty quiet this evening. We'll keep maybe a 20-30% chance for a shower this evening. Overnight, about a 20% chance. Now this is tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. We may have an influx of a few showers moving in from the south and southwest. We kind of have a little trough of low pressure quietly sitting over us, but helping these showers to form during the day. Now tomorrow you can see 2 p.m. couple of isolated showers and storms, most of it wrapping up as we head into tomorrow evening. And then Tuesday looks similar before we wait for that front, which is so exciting on Wednesday. I'll show you that in a second. Our wake up forecast for tomorrow morning, north and south shore temperatures in the 70s, lower to middle 70s, and humid with a few showers and storms, increasing rain chance tomorrow in the afternoon. Highs tomorrow, maybe about 88, 89. So that muggy sort of summer-like feel, not really too far from us with the rain chance you can see tomorrow mostly once we get to the afternoon. Although, as I showed you, a couple early showers possible too. Now here is all this deep moisture, especially to the east of us, but including our area too, tomorrow and then into Tuesday. And then here is the front Thursday and Friday with this nice dry fall air. Much drier with dew points dropping into the 40s and 50s. The lower you go, the drier the air. So this will be some very crisp, dry feeling air. And our temperatures are actually going to fall as well, something that we didn't get even with the little bursts of very, slightly drier air that we've had so far in September. This is how it's looking Wednesday through Friday. Wednesday, slight chance for showers early in the day. Probably most of us won't see much. And then we'll see our skies partly cloudy, breezy, highs only around 83, and then dropping through the evening and night into the 50s north and 60s south. Thursday and Friday, we stay in the 70s for the afternoons. I'm just so excited about this. Lots of sun, a north breeze, especially on Thursday. And look at Friday morning. We might have some low 50s North Shore and lower 60s south of the lake. Even into the weekend, it looks nice, although temperatures will come up a little bit. Here's our tropical outlook. Two new tropical storms. We have Peter outside of the Caribbean Sea and Rose not too far from Africa, and both of these are forecast to stay mostly outside of land areas. So we're expecting Peter to get maybe not too far from some of these extreme northeastern Caribbean islands before it makes its turn to the north. And then Rose is heading north early in the game and probably will never even make it close to our side of the Atlantic. So these are two storms that are not threats to us in South Louisiana. Quick look at Peter, by the way, with its curve off to the north. You can see they're happening Wednesday and into Thursday and Friday. That, of course, is the closer of the two to us. But again, no threats. Looking at hurricane season so far, we've had, with Rose, 17 named storms, 6 hurricanes. 3 of those became major hurricanes. And I just wanted to point out the average, the 30-year average is 14 named storms, 7 hurricanes, 3 major hurricanes. So I'm looking at our numbers and I'm thinking, yeah, are we done yet? Can we just call it quits? In fact, this season's forecast, this was the one from August, was for a total of 15 to 21. We're there. 7 to 10 hurricanes, we're there, and 3 to 5 major. So again, if I could make the decisions here, I would say, you know what, we filled out our numbers, let's go home. But unfortunately, it looks like we might have a few more since we're not at the end of the season yet. So the next names are Sam, Teresa, Victor, and Wanda. And I'm really hoping that we just keep crossing out those few and we don't have to go to that next supplementary list. And hopefully we can wrap it up pretty soon. And these cold fronts, of course, are good for our area too, because they tend to shield us from anything tropical, even if we did have a little something eventually in the Gulf. But nothing like that on the horizon for now. We're looking quiet, and I do hope you enjoy